If you cannot falsify something, it does you and it does no one else any harm in believing in it. For example, believing in the notion that everything happens for a reason, and that reason is for the best. No one in the history of the world has been able to prove that this is false. No one has been able to prove that things happen for the worst reasons and there's no explanation for it. At times it appears that way. But then when you have the hindsight of future, you can look back and you can connect the dots and you can almost say, "Oh, I see why that happened." At the time I had no idea, but looking back, it makes sense. And if I was to do it again, I'd probably want that exact same thing to happen. And the point I want to stress in this video is that it does you no harm to believe in these things if they cannot be falsified. If you believe 2 plus 2 is 3, harm is being done to you and to the general public that you are convincing of a false objective truth. But if you walk around with the beliefs that everything happens for a reason and that reason is for the best, that there is destiny, that everything is pre-written, that we have no free will, that there is God, that there's a God, none of those things can be proven and none of those things can be disproven. So if they bring you peace of mind, just believe in them. There's no reason not to. There's no reason to sit here and not believe in something that gives you peace of mind. And there's no reason to believe in something that doesn't give you peace of mind if it can't be proven. Might as well, and I believe this is a rational thing to do. This is based in rationality. Might as well believe that everything happens for a reason instead of believing that everything happens for no reason. It will help you bear hardship because you can say, okay, I don't see why this is happening, but I believe that it is happening for a reason. And that will help you bear hardships. And there's no reason not to take this point of view if it's going to help you have peace of mind. I recently made a video saying peace of mind is priceless. And it truly is. And if you obtain peace of mind from believing in something that, though may be hard to believe in, may be impossible to prove, but at the same time, it's impossible to disprove. It's impossible to falsify. So why not? Why not? Why not uphold the belief that destiny is real and everything is pre-written if that allows you to act with conviction, saying, well, it's already written, so whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So I'm just going to do this, and it's already bound to happen, so I might as well go do it. But that can also feel constricting, confining to some people. And if that makes you feel confining, like you have no free will, that everything's written and everything that's going to happen's already happened, and you're just waiting for it to happen, then don't believe that. Neither can be proven right or wrong. So just take the view that gives you the most peace of mind. And everyone's different, so you have to obviously figure this out for yourself. But, I like to uphold the views that everything happens for a reason, and that reason is for the best. I like to think there is a destiny, because it takes some weight off my shoulders. You kind of you're like, okay, everything's already happened the way it's going to happen. You know, in a sense, I don't have free will. And that takes some weight off my shoulders, but I view that in a I view that in a weird way where I think once upon a time we had free will, but we no longer have free will, if that makes any sense. When the destiny was first written was when free will was at play. But now we're just living through it, and that's kind of even hard for me to understand or put into words, but that's kind of what I believe. And it can't be proven wrong, so. And also, day by day, my beliefs change. One day I believe in God, the next day I don't. One day I believe in everything happens for a reason, and then the next day I don't. And I think we should, and I don't always do this, but I think we should ground that in rationality of what will give us the most peace of mind. I don't always do that. Sometimes I just act on whims, which is not rational in a way. But I think whatever gives you the most peace of mind is what the belief you should uphold. Because why not? It can't be falsified.